Okie dokie, let's try another one. Um, oh, let's start on the left side. So left side, here we go. So, oops, secant, why can I never, there we go. Secant theta, so this is not doing well. Sine theta over tangent theta plus cotangent theta. Oi, that's some bad writing. Okay, let's see how well this goes. I think this is going to be a longer one, so I might actually have to like pause and rework this video. Okay, I'm simply going to change the secant to start with. I'm going to do one, oops, maybe I'm going to do that. There we go. 1 over cosine theta times a sine theta. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to go ahead and change my cotangent. So tangent theta plus, I'm actually going to, this right here that you can barely read, that I'm going to change to 1 over tangent theta, just to see how that works. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I already see on top sine over cosine, and I know that sine over cosine is the same thing as tangent. So I will write it for you once so you see it. Sine over cosine. Okay, and then the denominator, remember this tangent is over 1, and we want to be able to actually write it as a fraction that we can add to the other one. So we have to write it as a tangent squared theta. I can never make those small exponents on this iPad. Tangent squared over tangent, oops, obviously I can't write any other words on this iPad, okay, plus a 1 over tangent theta. Okay, so then as we keep going, I will have a tangent square, or not a tangent square, just a plain old tangent on top, because sine over cosine is tangent. And on the bottom, I'm going to have a tangent, tangent squared theta plus 1 over a tangent theta. Okay, then I'm going to have a tangent theta times, remember when I am dividing by a fraction, I am multiplying by a reciprocal, so this is going to be a tangent theta over tangent squared plus 1. So I have a tangent squared on the top and a tangent squared theta plus 1 on the bottom. So at this point I've got yay stuff, but I guess the only thing that we can do is, and again, I chose these just kind of randomly. I didn't actually work any of them out to begin with so that you would see what would happen when, you start getting on a track and then you're not quite sure where you want to go. The only thing I can think of right now is tangent squared plus 1 is the same thing as secant squared. So I've got tangent squared over a secant squared. So I have a tangent squared, tangent squared over this is a 1 over cosine squared theta. So then I'm going to do two things at the same time because I'm running out of space. This tangent squared, I'm actually going to change it back to sine squared over cosine squared. So sine squared over cosine squared. And then this 1 over cosine squared, remember when we are dividing by a fraction, we are multiplying by the reciprocal. So I got cosine squared over 1, and that's exactly what I kind of needed. I needed those to disappear, and I have my sine squared theta. Okay? That's a terrible check mark. It's not going to get any better. That's the best that check mark will do.